For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Oakley. Robinson is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Paxson. And it's Teague in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, we've got Howell. Lights out there with Paul George. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's James in at the small forward. Well, we've seen a lot of workload adjustments for the top players in the past few years, Clark, especially when it's this early in the season.
Yeah, I think it's helpful. I'm not a huge proponent of just randomly picking games for guys to sit out, but I do understand managing minutes for everybody, especially guys that are going to carry a heavy load for you during the season.
And there's the block, just stops it cold and takes possession. Davis with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Teague with a clean look. But they recover it. Robinson kicks to Teague. New York moving it around.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Paxson. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And stolen by LeBron. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Hey, and, you know, really, Antetokounmpo can look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Paxson with the ball. He's covered by Olsen. Paxson passes to Davis. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Lakers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Here is Paxson. 23 points for him the last game against the Utah Jazz. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Back to Davis. The kick out to T. Clock at 4. Now LeBron. A 29-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake. You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Olsen passes to Giannis. Down low, James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, LeBron's taken a lot of punishment over the years. For him, just part of the game.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Both shots good from the stripe. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, always disappointing when you allow a team to come back. But as we all know, no lead is safe in the NBA.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's lights out. He picked up 33 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
Paxson against James. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end the run. No good from Paxson. Lakers leading by 9. On the sideline, let's catch up. Oh!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Here is Paxson, covered by Olsen. Passes it to Robinson. Davis with it. And that's going to be a travel. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Olsen passes to LeBron. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Here's lights out. He has 5. George, that's a 2-pointer. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Outside Teague. Paxson passes to Davis. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Here's Olsen. Feeds it to Giannis. Pass to Howell. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Olsen passes to Giannis. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. George with the bounce pass. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. And New York the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's lights out. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Paxson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 7-point differential. And again, the Lakers no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The Knicks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Paxson. He's covered by Olsen, and it's blocked by Olsen.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Boy, you've got to give credit to the defense. I mean, this is where you want to really work for quality looks. Try to get that confidence back.
No good with the triple. Knicks trail by 7. Davis with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Teague for 3. Kept alive by New York. Paxson passes to Oakley. And here's Paxson. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Teague for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Trying to end the drought, and it's George finishing it off.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league. Actually, one of the best. He's creative. He's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
So it's the Knicks now. After the basket by the Lakers, Oakley passes to Paxson. And the pass to Teague. Inside. Antetokounmpo against Davis. Here's Paxson. Kept alive.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Passes to Howell. Here's lights out. He's guarded by Davis. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. And the rejection by James.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, an excellent shot blocker.
George looking over the floor. Pass to LeBron. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good from Olsen.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against New Orleans. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Big group substitution here for the... Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. LeBron James on the wing. To the left wing. Here's lights out. Guarded by Paxson. No good from Olsen. Knicks trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Paul George is out there with lights out. And it's LeBron James. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5. Down low. That's the Laker 5. Three-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Dotson. He's guarded by Olsen. Nice hit again. Trying to get open is Robinson. Pass to Olsen. In the corner, George with it. Stripped away. Here's Paxson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it. Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The pass to Knox. Paxson with the ball. He's got 10. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Passes it to Olsen. From deep three-point range. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Lights Out's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here is Paxson. Guarded by Olsen. Baseline J on the way. Pass to Wooten. And here's Paxson. No good on the 3. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, Lights Out in their last game against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He added 33 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
For the Knicks, Teague comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Oakley in for Damian Dotson. Here's Paxson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Los Angeles leading by 11. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
New York shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Right wing. Here's Paxson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Lakers the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Lakers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent, and every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
Nobody near George. They get the rebound and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Antetokounmpo. And he can't hit the second. Knicks trail by 17. Teague for 3. And James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The shot's good from Olsen.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Paxson. He's got 14. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Lets it go from deep, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Olsen. Lights Out's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Paxson. The rebound by the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. LeBron's got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here is Oakley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Teague. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's George. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Oakley. Paxson passes to Wooten. Pass to Paxson. Top of the key. Rebound the Lakers. James has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Now, here is George. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Paxson. Here's Robinson. And it's blocked. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 7 points in the game. Howell. Chip back in for 2. Howell's got his first points of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here is Paxson after the basket by Los Angeles. Robinson passes to Paxson. Nailed from three-point land. Paxson's got 17.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Timeout called the Lakers. Some changes for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Howell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Burke in for George. There's the pass to Burke. Here's lights out. Defended by Oakley. And that one's good. Burke.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Blunt. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Brasdakis. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They get it back. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points in the quarter.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Blunt. Here's Brasdakis. Misses the 3. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. No good from Olsen.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Blunt passes to Bowl. Shoots over Kuzma. Bowl, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bowl does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from lights out.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, Anthony Davis is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Paxson. Then it's Oakley, and it's Teague in at the 3. Here's James following the basket by Anthony Davis. And Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Paxson passes to Davis. Now Paxson. Up top, Oakley, defended by George. Now Paxson. 20 feet out, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Olsen passes to Antetokounmpo, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And it's lights out with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. LeBron against T.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
No good that time.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
The Knicks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Davis, and Davis throws it down.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And so here is New York after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Paxson. He's guarded by Olsen. Outside, Robinson passes it to Paxson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Here is Paxson. He's got 17. Pass to Davis. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 13. Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Los Angeles, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First one falls for him. David Wap. Here's Brosdakis. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. James, the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Here's Teague. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Brazdeikis. Elbow shot is on the way. Kuzma pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And there's the pass to Olsen. 1:46 left in the third. Pass to Kuzma. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
Already a skilled interior player. At times when Kuzma is close to the basket, you have no choice but to foul him.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here is Harper. Teague deciding where to go with it from the baseline. And no good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Olsen. And it's in there. Lights out's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here is Davis. 10 points for him. Here's Bowl. Sinks that one from the post. Bowl's got 6.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bowl. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
The shot's good from Olsen.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
There are very few players in the class of Anthony Davis. I mean, he is a franchise cornerstone, no question about it.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's LeBron. The Knicks making the shot. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Olsen passes to James. Now here's Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. He's got 10.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Harper the pass to Davis. Shoots over Kuzma.
Now, it's up to Kuzma to play with the kind of heart and hustle on defense that's required. And he's versatile at that end of the floor.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Lights out there with Burke, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's New York. Outside Harper. Pass to Dotson. Robinson up top. Antetokounmpo defending, and the shot is good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Count that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Robinson. Lunt. The kick out to Harper. Here's Blunt for the 3. Davis surveying the floor. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play. This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Harper the pass to Davis. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Knicks now. Pass to Blunt. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And the pass to Olsen. From past the arc. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 3 assists tonight.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Here's Dotson. Passes it to Blunt. And Clark, because of COVID, the timeline for this season has been altered. Are you ready for more summer basketball?
Man, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm not sure. I've always been a proponent of the season being shorter at the NBA level. I know it's impossible. The toothpaste is out of the tube in terms of obligations on the media front. But I think the league would be better served starting a little bit later, ending sooner. If summer basketball has to happen at the NBA level, I would hope it's the last time we have to do deep summer basketball. I think it's more of a winter sport that trickles into the late spring versus being a summer game at the pro level.
Here's Blunt after the made shot from Olsen. Pass to Wooten. New York moving the ball around. Here's Davis. And the Knicks miss again. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. No good from Olsen. Floats it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Offensive rebound. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got his first 2 points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Blunt. Pass to Davis. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Olsen. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Lights out's got 40 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
To the inside. Shot from 16. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And so here is New York after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
There's the pass to Olsen. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Dotson. They need this. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. Good. 45 points for lights out.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Pass to Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Timeout called the Lakers. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very...
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.